All right, so we're going to talk about ordering fractions, putting them in order. So we're comparing, but we're comparing more than just two. So let's take a look at this green row up here. We have 1/3, 1/6, 1/9, and 1/4. Now, if you notice, all of the numerators here are 1. So we have one piece of pizza that we either have to share with 3 people, one piece of pizza that we get, and we're sharing the whole pizza with 6. One piece of pizza, we're sharing the whole pizza with 9 people. One piece of pizza, we're sharing the whole pizza with 4 people. Which would you rather do here, right? You get one slice either way. If it's me, I want to share it with as little people as possible, which is going to make this the most. When you are comparing fractions that look like this, and the numerators are all the same, you just have to look down here at the denominators, right? So then, to go in order from least to greatest, my smallest slice is going to be right here, okay? So if I'm going least to greatest, I'm going to have it 1/9. My next one, 1/6. Okay. My next one, I would get 1/4 of the pizza. And here, the most amount of pizza I'm going to get on this would be 1/3. Okay. Not sure if you can see that or not, but that would be putting them in order from least to greatest. Okay. Now look at this example here, this purple row. Okay, if you notice here, oh, all the numerators are the same again. I meant to do that differently. Let's see if we can't mix this one up. 2/8, 4/8, 7/8, and 3/8. Let's say that. Okay, so now all of my numerators are different and all of my denominators are the same. So now what this is saying is I'm splitting this with 8 people all together, no matter what. I'm sharing with 8 people. Do I want 2 slices? Do I want 4 slices, 7 slices, or 3 slices? When you think about it like that, it's not as hard to put them in order, right? So now let's say I want to do these least to greatest. Always pay attention to the order they want to put it in. Okay, least to greatest. So the least amount of pizza I would get here, I'm going to look at the least numerator. Okay, 2/8. That's going to be my smallest amount. Next, 3/8. I'd get 3 slices out of the 8. Okay, 4/8. Simply put them in order. That'd be half, right? 4/8. And then the most amount of pizza, I'd get 7 slices out of the 8. Okay. So here we go, least to greatest amount. Now the trickiest way to have to put fractions in order is when the numerators are not all the same and the denominators are not all the same either. So here's my best trick for you. You want to go through and you want to figure out, are each of these fractions greater than half, less than half, or equal to half? That's going to be your greatest tool. Okay, here, 3/6, is that less than half, greater than half, or equal to half? Right, this one is equal to half, so I'm just going to put myself a little note right there. What about 6/8? Greater than half, less than half, equal to half? Okay, well, I know 4/8 would be half, so this one's actually greater. 1/4. I know 2/4 would be half, so this one's less. 9/10. I know 5/10 is half, so this one is actually going to be greater. So here's what I can do now. Everything that's less than half, I only have one of those. I know that's going to be first. I know that's going to be the least amount, right? So 1/4 is the only one that's less than half there. Okay, I'm going to mark it out. Now my next one, I have one that's equal to half. Well, that one's going to be next because I did all the ones that are less than half. And now equal to half, 3/6, I'm going to mark it out. Now I have 2 of them here, okay, that are more than half. If I look here, okay, that one's a little more than half, 4/8 and 6/8. It's a little more than half, right? This one here, 9/10, that's almost 1 whole. So when I'm looking at this, I want to be thinking, okay, well, this is really close to 1 whole. This one's not near as close. So if I put these in order, this is what I'm gonna do, 6/8 and then 9/10. Okay? So when you have fractions with all the numerators the same, okay, you are simply gonna put them in order according to the denominator here, okay? Biggest one will go first. When you have fractions, when all of the denominators are the same, then you're gonna wanna look at the numerators, okay? And put the smallest one first if it's least to greatest. And then when it is just mixed up all over the place, go through and compare them to your half benchmark. Is it greater than half, less than half, or equal to half? Okay, that'll be your biggest help on these.